예, 오늘 매치 리벤지 매치라고 다 하던데요. 근데 그 스피릿 제로의 그 지난주에 그 8강까지 하셨는데 그 위로 니오한테 탈락되셨잖아요.
예, 그렇죠.
그래서 원래는 이 그러지 매치는 그 이제 푸에서 졌다고 들었는데 그게 어떻게 캐머런
뭐 여기서 얘기를 하자면은
뒤로
일단
어떻게
두 번째 제가 부전승을 2번 하고 세 번째 그 경기를 이기고 네 번째로 제가 올라갔을 때는 그 저기 아까 미카 하신 인상이요? 인상?
네, 인생.
그 인생 그 게임을 하는데 좀 제가 여러 가지 좀 이번 대회에서 서브 캐릭터로 시험하고 싶었던 것도 있었고 이제 준비를 좀 했었는데 사실 그때 게임할 때 뒤에서 그 지켜보던 사람이 있었어요. 제 플레이를 좀 정찰하는 그래서 제 전력을 노출시키고 싶지 않아서 그때 제가 팡을 했었는데 첫 스코어는 이겼다가 두 번째 지고 세 번째 4칼 내는데 그 4칼에서 완전히 말려서 졌었어요.
Okay, so what happened was during the match at Spirit Zero when he got to Insane, he chose Fang at first, and he 이겼다고 그랬죠. Fang. He won with Fang first, but then lost, and then he switched to Necalli, right? And then he ended up losing with Necalli. He wanted to practice his sub characters, and he didn't want to use his main quite then, but unfortunately he lost that match. 그리고 나서 이제 8강에서 어떻게?
그래서 그 8강에 출리하던 그 네오 더 싱어 임승현 씨, 개인적으로 알고 있는 동생이었고요. 그 잘하는 거는 알고 있었는데 처음에는 자기가 케미를 한다더니 그 나중에 케미는 나중에 하고 뭐 이번에 출리를 하겠다 해서 했는데 제가 생각지도 못한 그 온라인에 제가 출리전을 많이 했어가지고 그때는 제가 한 번도 진 적이 없었거든요. 근데 이번에 좀 여러 가지 상대방이 준비도 좀 한 것 같았고 제가 좀 미처 좀 빠르게 대응을 못 해가지고 마지막에 좀 뭔가 좀 보여주지도 못하고 좀 졌던 게 좀 워낙 충격적이었어요. 그래서 하긴 뭐 이런 경우도 있구나 싶었어요. 좀 뭐 당연히 진 거는 분하지만은 결과는 당연히 납득을 했었는데 근데 그 트위터 그 사진이 올라와서 메시지랑 해가지고 그때 너무 분에 바친 거였어요. 그래서 정말 그때 그래서 제가 트위터로 글을 남겼는데 이거는 그냥 뭐 솔직히 다음에는 진짜 대회를 임할 때 반드시 진지하게 임해야겠다. 그래서 솔직히 제가 너무 제 서브 캐릭터를 너무 과대평가했던 것 같아요. 좀 출리전도 좀 얘기치 못했지만 물론 지금 다 제가 시뮬레이션 다 끝내놨고 뭐 앞으로도 어떤 출리를 만나더라도 좀 열심히 할 수 있도록 해서.
번역 좀
okay.
Yeah, so he went into top 8, and what happened was he met this guy named Weirdo Neo, who he knows, and you know they know each other and they're cool with each other. So and he also knew that he was a good player. Weirdo Neo played Jury in Street Fighter 4, very good player, and he said he played online a lot, and playing online Chuns was a way different experience. He would never really lose to Chuns online, so he kind of underestimated that matchup. And then when he finally got to the top 8, he ended up losing to him, which was really unfortunate. But what really made him upset was when I believe it was Etienne, the French commentator. He put this picture on Twitter of the two guys that beat Poongko, basically saying, foreigner boys smiling or whatever, and that really triggered Poongko, made him very upset, and he wanted to get his revenge match, which he got his revenge today against Insane. But unfortunately, Neo's not here today to get his revenge match. 그리고 네오가 지금 오늘 모른다고 했잖아요. 근데 다음에 또 리벤지 매치 할 생각이 있나요 아직도?
뭐 이런 얘기를 해야 될지 모르겠지만은 사실 오늘 전에 수요일쯤에 그 온라인 매치를 했었어요. 제가 집에서 게임 방송하고 있었을 때.
네오랑.
그래서 게임을 했었는데 뭐 솔직히 뭐 그거야 뭐 배틀 라운지 잡아서 했던 그냥 일종의 뭐 캐주얼 매치 같은 거긴 했지만은 뭐 그때는 제가 좀 뭐 많이 이겼었어요. 많이 이겼는데 그래도 역시 리벤지는 대회라든가 뭐 이런 이벤트에서 해야 되지 않나. 물론 저는 지금 만반의 준비를 해놨다고 생각하고 있기 때문에 뭐 언제든지 뭐 할 수만 있다면 리벤지를 하고 싶은 심정입니다.
Yeah. So what happened with Neo is that that they on Wednesday they played a lot of casual matches together, and what ended up happening was Poongko actually won a lot of those matches. So he kind of got his revenge against those people or against Neo. And but he, of course, it's just a casual match. It's not a tournament. So the problem, you want to get your revenge at a tournament. So yeah, Poongko still does want to meet Weirdo Neo again in tournament and win. But he already beat him in the casual matches, so it's not it's not a big rush or anything like that. 그러면 이제 앞으로 이제 슈퍼 5 이제 열심히 하시고 있는데. 앞으로 이제 그 계속 케미로 쓸 건지 아니면은 그 이제 류도 오늘 봤는데 류도 나쁘지 않다고 생각하고
류도 지금 제가 느낀 거지만은 뭐 솔직히 일단 케미가 메인이고 류는 서브인데 좀 케미 입장에서 좀 힘든 캐릭터가 있거나 케미로서 약간 벽에 부딪혔을 때 대해서 아마 그때 류를 하지 않을까 싶어. 그 저번에 그 매직스틱컵 대회에서 제가 느꼈던 거는 제가 물론 좀 충분히 연습은 하지 않았다고 생각하지만은 지금 류 케미 이외에는 다른 캐릭터는 아직 대회에서 내보내기는 부족하다는 걸 느꼈어요. 그래서 일단은 앞으로는 일단 류 케미 그리고 이제 앞으로 DLC 캐릭터에서 지금 좀 생각해두고 있는 건 주리. 어떻게 나올지는 모르지만은 왠지 주리가 하고 싶어졌어요. 주리가 나오면 주리를 하고 싶고.
Okay. So yeah, right now he's just maining Ryu. Or Cammy and Ryu are his two main characters. Everybody else he feels they're not good enough to be tournament viable. But he's really interested in the DLC characters that are coming out, and the one that he's most interested in is playing Jury. That's the character that he wants to play when she comes out. And okay. 그러면 앞으로 이제 영상이 많이 나왔잖아요. 그 프로 선수들도 다이거나 다이거 스트림도 있고 그런 거 이제 보니까. 어떤 선수들이 좀 이번에 좀 잘할 것 같아요? 이번에는
해외 플레이들은 솔직히 방송에서 보는 모습보다는 대회에서는 어떻게 나올지도 모르기 때문에 근데 저로서는 여태까지 붙었던 선수 중에서 하이타니 선수가 굉장히 좀 인상이 깊었어요. 그 제가 아메리카 선수들 플레이는 사실 잘 못 봤어요. 그래서 거의 아시아 쪽 위주로만 봤기 때문에 그래도 솔직히 해외 말고는 좀 우리나라의 그 인피트레이션 자미님이 별다른 이변이 없지 않는 이상 솔직히 거의 지금으로서는 거의 완벽에 가깝다고 생각하고 있거든요.
내시가 되게
잘하고 플레이가 지금 거의 완성에 가깝다고.
So I asked Poongko like what players does he find promising from what he's seen online, and he said there aren't that many matches out there so far. So he really judges the players by their tournament play and everything. And he did notice that Haitani was a very promising player. And of course the other player is Infiltration. He feels that Infiltration's Nash level is like almost complete. Like he's gotten to the point where he's about to master Nash, and so he feels that he has a very good chance of doing well in tournaments in the future. Okay. 예. 그러면
마지막으로 뭐 이제 제 다음 주 드디어 파이널 라운드 미국을 가기 때문에 이제 뭐 준비도 많이 해야 되겠고 물론 파이널 라운드 끝나고도 앞으로 대회 많이 좀 기회를 노리고 있기 때문에 뭐 일단은 케미로 뭐 열심히 하고요. 뭐 DLC 나오고 나서 뭐 역시 아니다 하면은 올해는 일단 케미로만 하는 걸로 케미류 이렇게
지금 알카파로 하고
맞아요. 알카파 이번에 도네이션 해서 땡큐 알카파 막 이렇게.
So Poongko wants to let everyone know he's going to final round next week. So he says thanks to Arcapa for sending him over, and he's going to do his best. And from final round he hopes after final round to go to a lot more tournaments, and he wants to be active this year, and and show off his cami and everything. So okay.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Thanks, guys.
See you next
for
time.
Watching. See you next time. I was Poongko, and I'm Gerald from Korea Gaming, and.
Want to interview Gaston?
Gaston, yeah, let's interview Gaston. All right. All right, we're gonna get Gaston, who was just in the grudge match. I don't know where he is right now, but is Gaston here? Is Gaston around? Gaston. Is Gaston gone? Hold on a second, guys.
게스턴 좀 불러줄래요?
All right. Well, it looks like Gaston is no longer here, but
I'll just interview him. I'll just interview him.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I don't have any confirmation on who else is going to final round, but I imagine it's going to be the typical Koreans, Poongko and Infiltration. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream. Make sure to check out Kore Gaming. It's a YouTube channel, and it's pretty awesome. I'm biased because I run it, but
You wanna play one of your videos? The recent video over here?
I think we could just give them a link. I think it's yeah. So yeah. So. Yeah, so
We can play one while we are waiting for Gaston.
okay. Okay, play a video. I'll play a video for you guys while we're waiting for Gaston, so they can interview him what it feels like to get bodied by a top player. So here's a video called "Why Fighting Games Are Hard." My take on why fighting games are hard, and then hopefully we'll have Gaston back. Are you sure he's here? All right, so yeah, this video is I made a couple weeks ago, and yeah, enjoy.
The game, not necessarily hard. One thing you hear constantly about fighting games is that they're hard, which is often cited as the reason for why there aren't more people playing them. But I don't think the problem is that newcomers can't win. I mean, this is my cousin playing Ultra Street Fighter 4 for the first time on the hardest setting with 2 minutes of coaching. He beat the game in 10 minutes on his first try, getting multiple perfects on the way, and thought it was really easy. Okay, Obviously, the enjoyment he's going to get out of the game using the lariat trick is going to be very limited, and beating the CPU is about as gratifying as cooking instant ramen. He needs a human opponent, because in fighting games it takes two to tango, right? So I coached my girlfriend for 2 minutes and had her play him. He won again, but still no satisfaction. This all probably seems really silly, but the point I want to make is that when people say fighting games are hard, they mean it's hard to get to a high enough level to enjoy the game, not necessarily hard to win. But what's making it hard to get to that level, and what can be done about it? The first thing people mention is the execution, and it's true. Execution can be very difficult whether it's a special move or a combo. In fighting games that run at 60 frames per second, there are often what's known as one-frame links, which means you have a 60th of a second window to time a hit. Not even the best players in the world are able to land these all the time, and missing them can cost you the game. But because these one-frame links are so hard, newer games like Street Fighter V are widening the window to a minimum of 3-frame links, which is around a 30-second note at 150 BPM for you musicians out there. This is much more doable, and with not too much practice, most people should be able to nail this most of the time. Great, right? Personally, I think we can keep the one-frame links as long as they're not mandatory to get great at the game. In basketball, three-pointers are hard to nail, but Shaquille O'Neal is still a legend while having one of the worst three-point records in NBA history. If we remove the three-point line entirely because people thought it was too hard, then we wouldn't have moments like these.
Parsons for three! It's good!
I don't think difficult execution is a problem, as long as it's not required to be good at the game. Take Ryu's solar plexus move for example. The easiest thing to do is mash into Dragon Punch, which has a large input window. But if you want that extra damage, you can add an extra hit with a one-frame link. The key here is that you can choose between the easy and the hard combo. Daigo Umehara mostly goes for the harder combo, and Alex Valle not as much, but both are great players. I hate doing one-frame links as much as the next guy, but I like them there as an option. But what about the fundamental aspects of the game that define the difficulty of the entry barrier?
Sorry to interrupt the video.
Moves,
You can find it on
moves,
YouTube.
the things that most fighters share.
We finally found
One is to
Gaston
simplify
here,
the moves.
who was
The
in the
free-to-play
grudge
PC
match
game
that
Rising
you,
Thunder
that
has
you
made
saw
all
with
special
Poongko.
moves available at
And,
the touch of a button. But my favorite idea that helps new...
Alright, so, okay, so what's the story? What originally happened? Why was Poongko so angry?
Well, what I think, like last weekend,
Yeah.
we had a tournament, and yeah, I ended up like I was in the same bracket, and then, what I think like he kind of, how can I say, he just thought, okay, this is another buddy, like I'm not that good,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he picked like Fang first.
Yeah.
And then he beat me, but I felt like, okay, I can beat this Fang. And I beat the Fang in the second match.
Yeah.
And the third one, he got Nekali. And before that match, I was playing against Jeff. He was playing Nekali. Yeah, a lot.
You were pretty comfortable
Yeah,
with Nekali.
I at least I knew like what I should do or what I shouldn't.
Yeah, yeah. So,
And then I won. That was,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. for
yeah,
real.
so yeah, Poongko. Obviously, if you're playing Poongko, you're not going to expect to win, obviously, but you did, and yeah, he was sandbagging a little bit. He was choosing his lesser characters, but that's not an excuse, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you
true.
lose, you lose. So apparently, I interviewed him, and he got pretty upset because Etienne, our regular commentator here, he actually uploaded the picture where you're smiling with Weirdo Neo, like, you know,
And
hey.
Neo was doing like the,
Neo was doing the throat slash gesture and saying, like, you know.
Yeah, I was just in the picture.
Yeah, he was just, maybe you're just like a bystander, you know, and like, but yeah, Poongko got very angry. He said, you know, I will be certain to kill them.
Yeah.
He said, he also said, like, you know, I'm never gonna forget this day. Very, very upset, salty. And
It's a lesson, right?
yeah, it is a lesson, and but then he came back today and he did learn his lesson because he did not choose, you know, he did not choose Fang, he did not choose Nekali, and he didn't even choose Ryu.
Before, like, yeah, when I saw his, he was playing Ryu and Fang. Actually, his Fang improved a lot since the last time.
Yes.
I thought, okay, I think he's going to play around.
Yeah.
I
okay,
thought
with Fang,
that,
yeah.
and then he chose Cammy, and I was really happy for that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that's good. I knew, honestly, I know it's really hard to beat him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
really
yeah.
fast. He
Yeah,
doesn't give you time to think what's going on.
Yeah, that's his style.
And sometimes he's coming, and even you know what he would do, like, but it's too obvious.
yeah.
And no, he's not
Yeah,
gonna
he wouldn't do
do that.
that,
And then
but then he does that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like we'll wake up, and then what it looks like is just looks like he's disrespecting, you know. But
but
maybe
not
it's part of the mind
disrespecting.
game.
Yeah. I don't think he's disrespecting.
Yeah.
It's because he know what he's able to.
Yeah, if you just look at it, it looks like he's being random, but it's like he knows.
No,
He knows what he's doing. Yeah, and so I mean that's definitely. But you know, you did teach him a lesson to not sandbag against players like that in a big tournament. You know, last week it was a big tournament, so
Yeah.
he did choose the Cammy, and of course, you know, he did really well against you.
And in
Yeah.
tournament you can't play
Yeah.
around. I mean, you play, but I mean, you have to take it seriously.
Yeah. So, hey, I mean, you know, not many people can say they beat Poongko at a tournament, you know, whether he's sandbagging or not. So, you know, good job for that. And sorry about today's loss, but it felt
No, it's
like
fine. I mean, yeah, I'm really happy. I mean,
yeah.
it's have a chance to play
Yeah.
him. It's like for fuel. Like, it's not many people who can have this chance.
Yeah, definitely. You know, if you come down to ArcadeStream, you can play some
And
really good
I really
players.
want to thank you because you helped me a lot.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
It looks like
No.
it didn't seem like I helped too much.
you
know.
did. You know,
Yeah, I
like,
mean-
it made me feel a little bit more confident.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy because I really did my best.
Yeah.
And,
You got some good series going on, you know. It's just
Yeah.
he would always come back the last, you know, at the end.
But
with
it feels like for real. It feels like a truck's coming.
yeah, trucks coming your way.
You don't have you don't have time to think much about it. Like when you watch video and then you like about like Poongko or infiltration. By watching the videos, you can say, I think I can beat him. This is
Yeah,
easy to defend. But playing is totally different.
Yeah. So okay. Well, thank you for you know, having this interview, and I do want to make a video in the future about playing top level people, like you
Right.
know, the attitude that you have, and you know, it's not easy, right?
No, yeah.
It's not easy. Yeah, and we've all been here at
Yeah,
at
the
ArcadeStream.
game is new. There's a long race ahead, and
Yeah. Okay.
we're learning.
All right.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
Okay. So I guess casual matches now. Yeah.
How about dasaiii?
Yeah.
다사이. Okay.
Can we do it? Or
내가 한국말로 번역해야 되는 거잖아. 지금 여기 스트림에 그냥 영어로 할.
Can we have an interview with you?
Great. Can I? Is your mother there? Can I? Is that okay?
You're really good. Really good.
So we got dasaiii here. He's third place. 여러분 3등 하셨던 다사이라는 선수가 여기 와 있고요. 지금 그 스웨덴에서 온 것 같고요. You're from Sweden, right? Yeah. So you came out of nowhere. You just found this place. You asked some people, some friends, it's like, and then you found this place, and you came with the Laura, and you beat my Ken, you know, the first day, and it's like, wow, this guy's Laura is no joke, and he hasn't been playing very long, so your Laura game improved very quickly. So what do you think of the character Laura?
Laura, I don't know. It feels like she's of course really scary when she gets in.
Yeah.
But she has like a hard time against many characters
Okay.
to actually start something.
Okay.
So
What do you
just
think is
have
your
to, like,
strongest point? How do you win with Laura?
just stun them and do a lot of damage.
Stun and doing a lot of
Yeah.
things. Get inside, stun, and and do a ton of
Then,
damage.
like you have to capitalize on the like small or few opportunities you get.
Okay, yeah. I guess with Laura you have to look for those because there's not going to be a lot. But when you
Yeah.
find that one opportunity, you can get a ton of
Yeah.
damage. All right. So you've played some top players here. So what's great about ArcadeStream is you just found this place. You were in Seoul, and you've met some very top level players, and you got to play some of them. So
Got
what
bodied
is it
both by
like?
Infiltration and Poongko.
Yeah, so he got bodied by Infiltration and Poongko. But so what is it like to just find this place and oh wow, top players in the
I think
world?
that's really cool that you can like come here and just meet top players and know like it's like no joke. You get to really know what you're doing wrong because they will like punish you for everything you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
And I think it helps you improve a lot.
Do you feel like what kind of mentality do you go in when you play these top players? Do you feel scared, or do you feel like do you suppress that?
I try to suppress that. I try to like focus on the like game and the matchup.
Yeah.
But of course, like they've made like big names for themselves, and like it's hard to not think about as well.
Yeah. It's part of the mind game, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like those guys use that against you when they play?
Not particularly. It feels like they were just like kind of how you see them on streams, and
Yeah.
like Infiltration is like really solid and Poongko like really aggressive, and
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for coming. Congratulations on third place.
Yeah, thank you.
And next time, this
I'll
guy
come back
plays Smash. Also, he plays anything that's a fighting game. So, yeah, definitely keep on the lookout for this guy. He's gonna get really good, and he's gonna do very well at ArcadeStream. So thank you for your time.
thank you.
And anyone else? Or anyone else? No, we've got. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. And ArcadeStream is now doing a thing weekly. So there will be weekly tournaments, and you can watch some of the Korean best players in Korea. Some of the best players in Korea learning Street Fighter V, just like everybody else. So thank you, and I guess Drake is here controlling the stream. Yeah, so just make sure to check out my channel, Korea Gaming. You can go to koreagaming.com, or you can find me on Twitter, and I guess Drake is chasing after. I mean, he doesn't have to play it right here. I mean, it's low quality anyways on the stream. So, but you guys can find it, and give me some feedback, and I hope you enjoy the channel, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Please come back every week. We'll be here, and hopefully I'll get better. I'm gonna play Cammy, baby. All right, goodbye, guys.